What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to talk to you guys about AMC, and I know a lot of people have been getting on my case lately about AMC and how I've been talking negatively about them. Now, I'm not talking negatively about them. I'm physically just saying information. So anytime I do say it, just know that I'm not trying to spread any negative news. I'm just trying to take as much information as possible, see all sides of things, and gauge the situation to give you the most accurate information possible. Remember, not everything is butterflies and rainbows. So today shouldn't really be a negative day besides the fact of the stock price decreasing and reasons why it is decreasing. But overall, we're not going to see any type of, for lack of a better term, FUD in this video. So we do have Carl somewhere like right there. He's laying on the couch staring at me. So keep an eye out for him if he does move. But before we get into this and we get into all the detail, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Don't forget to check out some of the other links if you want to join as a member of the channel. I do live streams every morning with a members only chat, and it's really fun. I really like it. So no matter if you do show up or you don't, I would really like to see you there, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So let's go ahead and dive into this, because obviously we need to talk about AMC a little bit. So let's go ahead and dive into what happened today. You can see with the overall price movement. So it opened at $10.99, did hit a high of $10 or $11.04. So not that different of a movement there, but now hit a low of $10.09. So obviously had a pretty big move comparatively from where it opened to the high, to the low. We had a pretty big movement there, but right now we're sitting at about 5.6%, 5.7% down, $10.24. Now the market still isn't closed. We still have somewhere around 30 minutes, actually 30 minutes exactly, in order to for the market to close and see where it ends up closing at. Hopefully we see a big push and get up to $10.50. That would be great, but it's been a negative day, and we understand that you have those ups and down days. So you can see the volume. The volume is at 34 million for the day right now, and the average is still hovering around over 100 million, even though most days that we've had in the past however many weeks have been less than 100. Excuse me, less than 100. But you can see that we did have that movement from $12 all the way down to where it is now. If you don't know, people are saying that I'm not transparent with my shares. If you don't know my channel, I am transparent with my shares, and I'm transparent with everything that's happening. And what's happening right now is that my money is held up between two accounts. It's held up between Fidelity and Webull. I believe the transfer was just finalized over to Webull, but it went to a closed account. Now I'm doing asset transfer over to an open account. So it's a whole issue where I still have my AMC shares, I have GME shares, I have everything still in my possession. Now I'm looking to add more GME shares, but I'm looking for the best opportunity to do that. I'm also looking to add crypto, but that's a whole nother story. But we can see that right now, AMC still at that $10.25 cent mark. Let's see what it actually did in the day, and then we can get into some of the other details. So we can see right when it opened, it did have a little bit of a decrease to where it did increase, come back to the 15 moving average to where it started to fall. Started to really make that move down, had a little bit of a recovery, a little bit of a bounce after being oversold right here, bouncing back up to the 15 moving average, which is understandable. I mean, that's where I always keep the earth anytime that I trade, and when I say the earth, I always want it to come back to earth, and the line is the 15 moving average. So anytime it will come back to earth, whether the 15 moving average slightly comes back to the stock price, most likely you're going to see it come back, the stock price come back to the 15 moving average. But you're going to see that this is decreasing, staying along that line, not really making its way back up to the 200 EMA at all, staying below that 200 EMA, the 15 moving average staying below it, continuing on that downward trend. You're going to see that it is being oversold at some points, continuing to be oversold. I would imagine this is being shorted, and I can't wait to see the FinTone numbers to see what the actual short volume is, but I can imagine that this is actually being shorted here. But it did have a little bit of a recovery to where it flattened out, but decreased back down to about that $10-ish mark, and now is sitting at $10.26. So it wasn't really like the worst day possible. We've seen worse days, but obviously it wasn't the best day. Down 5% is not good by any means. But you can look at the market and you could say that the market in general, not the overall market, but a lot of the different sectors, a lot of the stocks that we're looking at, meme-related positions, if that's what you want to call it, heavily shorted positions, those are all decreasing a lot. And I would imagine it's because we have a lot of short volume, maybe some selling, but not as much as we would think. So right now, sitting at $10.27, we're going to see where that ends, but not a horrible day. Let's go ahead and look at what the Fintel data is. We're going to look at the short volume ratio. This is from yesterday, so it's not the short volume ratio from today, but we can see that it still is being shorted at 20%. Not a crazy amount like we've seen with ZOM, which I'll get into in another video, but you could see that 8 million shares were short out of the 39 million that we did see. We have about 400,000 short shares available, and the short borrow fee rate continues to go down. That was at 18 when I first looked at it, I think today, and then it went up to like 20 and then dropped down to 16. So we're seeing some negative movement with that, but we definitely know that we hold a lot of strength in this position. We know that this can grow. We know that this can really squeeze. It's going to take us to push that volume. It's going to take the hedge funds to be able to cover their shares, but obviously for them to get pushed out of their shares, we need that interest rate to go up. So that's another thing that we need to fight as well. So today, I think, was not the best day, and I'll say that time and time again, that it's not the best day, but we're going to come out on top. I believe we are. We're still going to hold. We have a bunch of people that are continuing to hold. It should be increasing this stock price. Now, to get to some of the news that everybody else wanted me to clarify a little bit, is the 43 million shares. Now, I wasn't trying to spread any FUD with that. I wasn't trying to spread any fear in that case. I was literally just spreading information and trying to understand where everyone's head is. If everyone just shuts something down without actually discussing it, it kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to have this conversation and understand where your head is with the 43 million shares. Some people are saying, hey, it's a Trojan horse. I've seen some people are saying nothing but positive things, saying that we already knew this, and I know we already knew this, but I want to know how this is going to affect us. Is it going to affect us in a positive way or a negative way? I said it could have been either or, a positive or a negative, right? So I look at it as a positive if they were doing it right, because obviously the company wants to live a long time. They want the company to last long. So the way that they do that is offer the shares or sell the shares at the right moment, a buy heavy day. This is going to increase the share price. Obviously it's going to decrease it right from the start, but you're going to see that V-shaped recovery very quick because it's a buy heavy day. People are going to buy up this position. We're going to see more and more retail traders own this position. And I think it's going to be an overall great situation. I think what we really need to worry about, the only thing that we really need to worry about, there's two things. The volume, we need the volume to be sky high, and we need that interest rate to increase, because in order for hedge funds, in order for anybody to be squeezed out of a position, you need to make sure that interest rate is sky high, is where it should be in order to squeeze them out of that position, because they shouldn't be in there. And we should be saying, all right, well, if you're going to be in there, you're going to pay 40% interest. Like, we need to squeeze them out of it. And that's the only way that you really squeeze them out of a position. They can hold on to it for as long as they want until we apply the pressure. And we're applying the pressure with the buying power, but that interest rate is just not really going anywhere. So everybody knows that this is squeezable. We just have to wait it out, continue to move along with this. But yeah, I'll be as transparent as possible with my information as soon as I get all of the data into Webull, into the new account, which might take about 5 business days. So it might not even be next week. It might be the week after that. But you'll see basically I think it went down because my total account value was like 40,000. I guess it must have went down to about 30 something, 37, 38,000. So we'll see how that all plays out. But let me know what you think of this video. Was it positive enough for you guys? Do you feel like you have faith in me at all? I understand where people are coming from. They only want to hear positive things, but it's not all butterflies and rainbows. It's a lot more than that. We need to address everything and make sure we see the positives and the negative sides of things. Explain them, whether you think it's fear, whether you're spreading that, I don't want to use that term anymore, whether you think people are spreading fear or not. I want you to tell me why. I want you to give me the reasons why. So that's always good. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. If you like this content, then let me know. I'll continue to make this stuff. Also, if you want to join the Discord group, the link is in the description. Or if you want to join as a member on YouTube, definitely do that there. I'm thinking about adding a Discord level to the membership there. So basically saying if you pay, $6, then you'll get the memberships on YouTube, you'll get the memberships on Discord, and then you can go from there. I was thinking about doing that so that you don't have to go over to Discord, pay $5, and also pay over here. You could just pay over here and then have both the Discord and the, what's it called? Don't know what it's called. I'm losing my train of thought. The members only chats. There we go. Got it. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.